Orc Tactica.
This is Dan, MiniWarGaming.com, on forums, different places, Dayo, how I got it, got a friend. My name is Daniel, say retardedly Dayo, I don't know. I'm here to talk to you about Boyz. Right here, orc boys. If you're gonna play orcs, these guys are essential. You cannot play without them. Basically your only troops. You won't play with Gretchen, not a good idea. You might make it work, not really. Okay, boys, first thing, you want to have big squads of these. You can't have squads of 10. They get shot once, they'll have to make a leadership value, they'll run off the board, they probably won't recuperate. They're a waste of time. You need big squads of guys. The only exception to this, really, put them in a truck, fly them across the board, they can only fit 12 in there. That's okay, because they're going to get hit less, because they're careening across the board. Let's talk about some upgrades you can get with them. Big shooter. This guy is decent. He's got high strength, really good range. You probably don't want to put him with your normal boys though, because you want them running across the board, because they want to charge, they want in close combat. They're not very good at shooting, they only got pistols. They like to shoot, they just they don't aim. These guys are good to put with shooter boys, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Other one, rocket launchers. It's actually assault weapons, so you can run around with these, but they're not template. They miss almost all the time. I would say only take these if you are going to face like some Imperial Guard army with lots of armor and you just have to have something to shoot at them. I just use them to put in like a tank buster squad to have fun with, not really that effective. But if you're gonna upgrade, big shooter, low points, they're great. Shooter boys, as you can see I don't really use them that much, don't have them painted, but these guys are good for a few cases because again, strength of boys, you get 4 attacks in the charge, pretty good strength, great resilience, and they'll wipe out just about everything. Shooter boys, they get 1 less attack, they get an extra, like more range, a little more shots. Basically the same strength as a pistol though. Advantageous, you can put them in a battle wagon. When you're moving up across the board, you can put them with, again, those big shooters, and they can shoot out of there, and they can keep semi-safe, and they actually can do some nice damage. Another thing, what I've heard from Joe, your Eldar guy, he likes to put them with a weird boy, and what'll happen is that when you get the Air We Go, you deep strike across the board, you never expect it, all of a sudden you have a squad of 20, 30 boys. If they all have sluggers, nothing's gonna happen, but if they all have the shooters, they're just like, one of them's gotta hit, right? And they'll probably do some nice damage, and then they'll probably get hit, and, well, whatever, right? Chaos. Those of you guys are familiar with orcs, you can upgrade one guy to a knob. This is essential. If you have boys running around without a knob, I don't know what they'll do. I haven't tried it yet. I'm assuming they'll attack each other. I really don't know. Okay, but what you do want to get is a knob with a boss pull and the power claw. 2 reasons. Power claw is just better than everything else in every single way possible. It's a power weapon. It's a power fist in every way, and so it doubles your strength. +1 on the charge because of Furious Charge. You can wipe out tanks with this, wipe out Terminators with this, wipe out anything with a power claw. And for all these people who hate it, it's not an independent character, it's not a special character, it's just a guy in the squad. So you hit them, okay, you take out 5 boys and the power claw's still there and you still wipe out everything. It's just essential. Big choppers, I mean, you get higher strength, but it doesn't have that armor cutting capability. You have to have power claw with the boys, essential. Okay, boss pull. This little wonderful, is very intimidating. Okay, this guy will enable you to deal an extra wound on your troops when you fail your leadership. And most of the time, like I was saying, you have to have huge squads, like massive green tide running at you, so you'll be fearless, because you have over 10 guys, you're fearless. But if you do get under those 10, if you start running, you're under half, guaranteed. And so you'll never be able to recuperate. You'll run off the board. And even if you start with like lower, like truck boys, you have 12. If you're running, you have initiative, really low initiative 2, all right? So unless you're playing Tau, you're probably gonna win combat anyways, but so if you're losing combat, they're gonna win the initiative roll, they're gonna overrun you, and your entire squad's lost. And it really sucks, like a lot. Honestly, to kill one more boy to make that re-roll, it's always worth it. And it's only an extra 5 points. So if you don't have a knob with a power claw and a boss pull in your squad, I don't want you in my WOG. You can go across the street, find another WOG, but this is the way it is at. You always want to be increasing the size of your WOG. Yeah, again, like boys, you can never have enough boys. Go on our forums, everyone's like, hey, I got a new orc army, what can I get? Like 5 responses, boys, boys, more boys, boys. Why? Because they are amazing. Such a low point value, they can do so much. The weakness of the orc army is that all the special units are essentially just still boys. They just have upgraded weapons and they can deal some more range damage, but what it comes down to is that they're still boys. So if you don't like boys, then you can play with the Eldar pansies. I don't know.
Hey.
Right now, I have about 120 boys in my retinue, and I still plan on having more. I mean, you get Apocalypse games, you get the Green Tide, it's at least 100 boys, so you can put all 120 boys in that same massive tide that'll just wipe over everything and move through cover. I mean, just you have to play with it. Sounds like a lot of fun. What I often have to do though, you're running short on boys, you just, true orc style, you just take out your teeth. You just take it, and just, that thing will fetch a pretty price on eBay. Get to some more boys. I'm just saying, I would do it.